Hi there, welcome to Prime Time. I'm Paul Orford and I'm back with the Forex Therapist after a long break, so we're really happy to have her back. And today, Maria is probably going to take on one of the biggest subjects at the start of the year, which is everybody says about their goals and New Year's resolution, but we're now 21 days into the new year. 90% of people would have dropped them or not done them. So what tips would you give them to maintain them and keep up momentum for 2020?
Okay, it's true that, sometimes we always like to start things from the beginning of a certain period, like start your diet Monday onwards, start your goals from the new year. So when we say something like that, most of the times we don't keep it. What happens is that it's difficult to break a habit and it's difficult to make a change. I think that the two most important reasons are that when you are used to a certain behavior, you are either used to it because you have comfort, because you derive some kind of comfort from it, or because there is a fear of changing it, and you cannot maybe imagine what you could replace it with. So, for example, I'll give you an example. From 2020, someone may say, I will stop smoking, or I will stop drinking, whatever. But although smoking may be a very harmful thing, according to what medicine says, there is always a positive thing, a benefit that people get out of it. So it's my way to take a work break, to go out and have my smoke. It's my way to relax. It's my way to feel like, I'm doing something, beat boredom or whatever. So these are all benefits. This is my comfort zone. And it's very difficult to drop all these benefits because it's hard to find things to replace them with. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so why do people always start it on a specific date, like January the 1st? Is it why do you have a marker and not like just say that, you know what, I'm going to do it now? You know what I mean? Is it because they're putting off the inevitable, like delaying it? Because the reason why they haven't done it so far is that,
Yeah. I think partly it is procrastination, so you are trying to maybe, for example, sometimes I'll tell myself I am eating this brownie or whatever, this dessert, and I'll say, okay, from tomorrow I'll stop sugar. Well, tomorrow comes, and here I am having my second one, So it's just always a way, I think, to delay, and it's a kind of excuse, in my opinion. It's you cannot possibly do it now, so you have to prepare yourself to do it, but you're never quite ready because, as I said, you get this positive comfort out of it. But apart from comfort, it can also be fear, and sometimes comfort and fear can sometimes be existent at the same time. It's not either or. So for example, in 2020, I need to change my job or to learn something new. But you're not going to do the change because you are probably afraid what's going to happen if you leave your job, or you are maybe doubting yourself, can I do it? Or how will I manage to do it? So it's always, I get something out of it and then it makes me feel good and it's difficult to drop it, or inside me, I feel I probably won't succeed. And this is, sorry to interrupt you, it's quite typical with things like smoking and diets. So you fail in your diet, and then you say, okay, one more time I failed, so forget it. I'm going to eat anyway.
So it's like the old thing we've always come back to, like the fear of failure at the start, where we visualize defeat at the very start. There's no way you're going to win if you're thinking, okay, then you're going into it half-heartedly. So what techniques are there, if you know of any? I mean, you might not do, but like to give yourself that advantage going in where you've got a higher probability of, say, giving up. Well, smoking's a hard one because it's chemical, and also you're used to doing that action every day for however many years, and so if it's, say, for example, a diet might be a bit easier. Like, what actions would you take then, or would you prepare someone with mentally to help them with that?
Okay, we'll talk about the diet, but diet is not easier than smoking, I think, because especially sugar is like a drug. So you get addicted, you get the sugar high, it's like you get the nicotine high, it's the same thing. So, of course, when we're talking about habits like that, there's always the chemical reaction and the chemical habit that you have to beat.
Can I choose a different one then? Because that was quite a bad one, wasn't it? All right, let's say exercise. Let's go with that one.
Oh dear, that's my worst, you know. Yeah, well, that's a hard one. It's because it's difficult to come out of your comfort zone. You know, it's very comfortable to just sit on your sofa and do nothing. You know, this is comfort. So this is like I do not need to put an effort, but at the same time, it's like maybe the effort is not out, is smaller than is bigger than the perceived result, the perceived benefit. So,
I think also, Maria, when you don't do it, like let's say for example, I had the resolution to say to myself, okay, yesterday I was going to start exercising, I didn't do it. And then you get annoyed at yourself.
Yes.
And then the voice, you know, like it sounds crazy, the voice, but the angry voice in your head gets louder and louder because you missed another day. And you think, you know what, forget it. Like it's harder to turn that corner the later you leave it.
Exactly. When this voice appears that tells you you failed again, so you will never manage to exercise, forget it. This is exactly what keeps you in this loop. So it's like even in drugs, if we want to talk about something, you know, like that, it's what causes a relapse. So it's quite common to have a relapse, but then the addict says, "Oh, I failed, so I might as well go and do it because I'm a failure." So you go back to what is comfortable. Because you're actually self-defeating yourself. You're saying that I am not capable. So I think first deal with the self-limiting beliefs. So you can do it. You can exercise. You can do it. And to create a new habit, you must do it for some time. Because otherwise, it will not register in your brain. So in the beginning, you will have to push yourself. You will have to tell yourself, okay, I missed one day. Not I'm a failure, but okay. But I will do it tomorrow. I will do it now.
I've got a story for you, and this happened to be over Christmas with my mother. And we're talking about alcoholics. Neither of us are alcoholics, and it's someone it was someone who kind of she used to work with. I won't mention it too much. Not like on a vlog or anything like that. It's the whole world. But we're talking about alcoholism. They had a bit of a challenge with alcohol, and what a lot of it was when they would go drive for a long time, and then they'd have a drink. And it was a thing called toxic shame, where they really got down on themselves. And I say the loop, where they just went round and round and round, and then the loop of the shame just made, okay, I'll have another drink. And that's the same with exercise, isn't it? I've put it off for today, don't worry about it, another day won't matter. Or whatever the case may be, giving up smoking, taking a new challenge, because you've got so far in your life without it. You know, going a new day is something different, isn't it? So how would you give yourself a kick up the backside to really start?
Okay, the exercise or anything?
Or in general, you know, just trying to break that, the loop of death. You know, how would you change it?
I think the most important thing is to find the value and the purpose behind it. For example, you can never make me start a type of exercise like tennis or like volleyball or, I don't know, salsa dancing. But if
Why is it always salsa dancing? What's this thing? I've never known anyone salsa dancing.
I don't know. But there must be something you enjoy and you find that it gives you more meaning, like yoga, for example. So first of all, you define what you like, what it's meaningful for you. You don't push yourself to just exercise. You go to the gym, but maybe it's not for you. You know? So start by wondering, what is that will give me some pleasure? What is that will make my life more meaningful? So exercise-wise, what would you enjoy more doing?
Yeah, I think you're right. With this, everybody just assumes that you have to go to the gym, but you have to find your own thing, don't you? A lot of people don't want to be intimidated by all these people in the gym, and especially if you're starting off, you don't know what's going on. But yeah, man, you always find your thing that you appreciate more, whether it's walking on the beach, which we have here, or whatever the case may be.
It's a great exercise, you know, walking by the beach or jogging by the beach. It's a great exercise. So if you find that you enjoy that more, you start that and try to make it consistent. And there will be days that you will not do it.
Yeah.
But the key is to not start the self-limiting beliefs and thoughts that day, you know. Say, okay, I missed the day. I went instead and had, you know, a drink at the pub.
Well, I've got some breaking news for you.
Okay.
In the new edition of Game Changers Come Up, we've got a lifestyle section. And there's going to be Dino, who's a personal trainer who specialises for people with busy lifestyles. So I've signed you up. I'm terminally lazy, so I'll just take pictures.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, cool. So I think we've pretty much covered it well there. Just really, I think the secret is just be positive and do it. You know what I mean? The only way you're going to break the loop is just by doing it. You're going to fail a few times, but just keep pushing yourself.
And be aware of what's holding you back, and just try to ignore it and do what's meaningful for you. If comfort is holding you back, be aware that it's comfortable to be sitting at my sofa, but it's not meaningful at this point of time.
But comfort is, I think, is the killer. Not only like for sitting on your settee giving you a heart attack, but I mean just in anything in life, whether it's professionally, physically, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like once you get to that comfort zone and don't push yourself, and man, you get.
Sometimes you do need that as well, but just not sink in it. You know, just everything has to be managed.
All right. Well, just do it. That's what we're saying. Okay. All right. Cheers, Maria.
Cheers. Thank you.
See ya. Bye bye.